Hi, this is Gary from Trotec Australia. This is an instructional video on the Trotec T660 dielectric moisture meter. Let's have a look. Here we go, the Trotec T660 dielectric moisture meter. Now, what we want to do is turn it on, and when we turn it on, we want to hold it away from anything that we can so it self-calibrates. So right now it's calibrating. And what we do not want to do is we do not want to hold our hands up here because it'll pick up a reading. We want to always hold our hands down low. Okay, let's put him on the table here and then run through some of the things on the menu. Okay, so what we have here is three main settings. We have building materials, we have screed and grout, and we have concrete. Let's have a look at those different settings. So we hold the power button down, and what we see flashing there is the brightness. So we can change the brightness from 100 to 80 to 60 to 40 to 20 by just going down. We'll go back up, back to 100. When we've decided, we hold the tick button. Okay, now we've had the brightness on maximum, which is 100. Now we'll go back into the menu, holding the menu button. We go the down arrow, down to materials. Now we'll press the tick button. Got to hold it actually. So 0 means building materials. We can go up. 1 is screeds and grout. 2 is concrete. Let's check it out on concrete. Now, you've got two types of settings on the concrete here. We can have it normal setting, which is volume mass, or we can have it on the CM setting, which is the calcium carbonate testing for concrete. Now, if we know that the top digits, this digit up here, is reading under 2.0, that we know it's 75% relative humidity in the concrete. Now, this will go down between 2 centimeters to 4 centimeters. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's touch a bit of concrete here. Just touch the screen or touch an arrow here, brighten it back up again. Okay, so this is a piece of concrete. Just for demonstration, it's a little concrete block. And we know it's dry, and we know it's reading our dry reading because it's under 2. The bottom one is reading our relative scale. So what we want to do is change it now, take the CM off, and now it's just volume mass reading. It will read higher. So when it's about 3.5 on volume mass, it's about 2 on calcium, the CM setting. Let's leave the CM setting back on. Now what you'll find is we'll change the materials here. We'll change it to timber. And what you'll find on the timber is now that's reading 17.5. That is still our relative scale reading on our building materials. So what we can do is go back into the menu, holding that menu button, going down again to materials, holding the tick button. Now it flashes. We can go back down to building materials. We hold the tick button. Now, if we read this material, it's going to be reading very similar to what we were reading before, which was the 16, 17 mark. Okay? So, that is exactly the same setting. So you can actually have it on the concrete setting and it could be on the building material setting at the same time. Now let's go back into the menu. We can go down arrow to the alarm. Let's turn the alarm on. Hold the tick button and we're going to change the up arrow and turn it on. Now this one is actually set to 10. So let's check it out. If we set this one to 10, we can hold it on here. Well, it's reading over 10, so the alarm's going to go off. Now, let's see how we set those digits to see when the alarm's going to go off. We hold the menu button. We go down arrow to the alarm. Let's tick the alarm, hold it again, and now what we've got to do is we've got to press the cross arrow. Okay, cross arrow again. And now we can change this to 2, 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 or whatever number that we like. Okay, so let's set him back to 0 and we'll turn him off. Okay, the cross arrow back the other way. Up arrow again to turn him off. And the last one is we can actually have, if we've got a plus or minus on our calibration that we need to have, up to calibration, again we can turn it on, holding that tick button, we can turn it on. And then what we can also do is we can actually set it just by going back across over here again and actually set these digits. So what we're going to do is go back again and turn him off. Up arrow. And that's pretty much as simple as that. Now that's set back onto building materials. So this dielectric meter is very, very simple to use by going into the menu. The main thing is you hold the menu button and you hold the tick button to actually get it to change. If you want it to go back, you just do the back button. Appreciate you watching. Stay tuned for how to use the moisture meter, the Trotec T660 meter, and with what accessories it comes with. Thanks for watching.